How to Build Wealth from Nothing. A Money Mastery Audiobook. Welcome to Money Mastery Audiobooks, your destination for practical lessons on wealth creation, financial freedom, investing, entrepreneurship, and personal growth. Today's audiobook is called How to Build Wealth from Nothing. If you're passionate about building wealth, achieving financial independence, and creating a better future for yourself and your family, you're in the right place. Before we begin, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Your support helps this channel reach more people who want to improve their financial future, and it ensures you never miss a new audiobook. Many people believe that becoming wealthy requires a high-paying job, a wealthy family, or a lucky break. But that's simply not true. Around the world, countless self-made millionaires started with very little. Some grew up in poverty. Others were burdened by debt or experienced financial setbacks. Yet through discipline, continuous learning, valuable skills, smart financial decisions, and consistent action, they transformed their lives. The good news is that the same principles that helped them build wealth are available to anyone willing to learn and apply them. Wealth isn't built overnight, and it rarely comes from luck. It is usually the result of making wise decisions consistently over many years. In this audiobook, you'll discover 7 practical principles that can help you build wealth from the ground up. You'll learn how to develop a wealth-building mindset, manage your money wisely, increase your income, invest for the future, build assets instead of liabilities, create value through business, and remain consistent long enough to achieve lasting financial success. Whether you're starting with nothing, recovering from financial mistakes, or simply looking to improve your financial future, this audiobook is designed to give you practical knowledge that you can begin applying immediately. So, find a quiet place, remove any distractions, keep an open mind, and let's begin our journey to discover how to build wealth from nothing. Introduction. Where you begin in life does not determine where you can finish. Some people are born into wealth, while others start with very little. Some inherit opportunities, while others have to create them from scratch. But one thing history has shown time and time again is that your starting point does not have to define your destination. Many people believe that becoming wealthy requires a 6-figure salary, a university degree, wealthy parents, or extraordinary luck. While those advantages can certainly make the journey easier, they are not requirements for building wealth. Every year, people from ordinary backgrounds improve their financial lives by making wise decisions, learning valuable skills, managing their money responsibly, and remaining committed to long-term goals. Building wealth is not about getting rich overnight. It is about creating a solid financial foundation one step at a time. It begins by changing the way you think about money. It continues through developing good financial habits, increasing your income, investing wisely, avoiding unnecessary debt, and creating value for others. Each positive decision builds upon the last, creating momentum that can completely transform your financial future. The journey won't always be easy. There will be setbacks, unexpected expenses, disappointments, and moments when progress feels slow. But those challenges don't have to stop you. They can become opportunities to learn, adapt, and grow stronger. The people who eventually achieve financial success are often those who refuse to give up when things become difficult. Throughout this audiobook, we'll explore 7 practical principles that have helped countless people build wealth from humble beginnings. Each chapter builds upon the previous one, giving you a step-by-step framework that you can begin applying to your own life, regardless of your current financial situation. As you listen, don't simply absorb the information, look for ways to put these ideas into practice. Knowledge becomes valuable only when it is applied. Even small actions, taken consistently over time, can lead to remarkable financial results. Now, let's begin with the first and most important principle of building wealth, developing a wealth-building mindset. Chapter 1: Develop a wealth-building mindset. Every great financial journey begins in the mind. Before you can build wealth in your bank account, you must first build the mindset that makes wealth possible. The way you think about money influences the choices you make every day, and those choices ultimately determine your financial future. Many people believe that wealth is reserved for the lucky, the highly educated, or those born into wealthy families. While some people certainly begin life with advantages, countless self-made entrepreneurs, investors, and business owners have proven that your circumstances do not have to define your future. They started with limited resources but refused to let their situation determine the rest of their lives. A wealth-building mindset begins by replacing limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Instead of saying, "I'll never be rich," ask yourself, "What skills can I learn to increase my income?" Instead of thinking, "Successful people are just lucky," ask, "What habits help them become successful?" This simple shift moves your focus from excuses to solutions. Another essential part of a wealth-building mindset is taking complete responsibility for your financial future. This doesn't mean ignoring genuine challenges or pretending life is always fair. It means accepting that, regardless of your circumstances, your daily decisions matter. The books you read, the skills you develop, the money you save, and the actions you take today all shape the opportunities you'll have tomorrow. Discipline is another characteristic shared by people who build lasting wealth. Financial success rarely comes from one lucky event. It is usually the result of making wise decisions consistently over many years. Choosing to save instead of overspending, learning instead of making excuses, and investing instead of chasing instant gratification are habits that separate long-term wealth builders from those who remain financially stuck. Patience is equally important. We live in a world that promises overnight success, but real wealth usually grows slowly. Just as a tree takes years to mature, financial success requires time. Every dollar saved, every new skill learned, every investment made, and every productive habit developed adds another brick to the foundation of your future wealth. Successful people also set clear financial goals. A person without goals often drifts through life, reacting to circumstances instead of creating opportunities. Decide what financial success means to you. Perhaps you want to become debt-free, own a home, build a successful business, invest for retirement, or achieve financial independence. Clear goals provide direction and help you stay motivated when challenges arise. Another powerful habit is learning from people who have already achieved what you hope to accomplish. Read books about personal finance, investing, entrepreneurship, and leadership. Listen to educational audiobooks and podcasts. Study the habits of successful people, not because you want to copy their lives exactly, but because you can learn timeless principles that apply to almost every financial journey. Remember that your mindset shapes your actions, and your actions shape your results. Every positive financial habit begins with a decision to think differently. You may not control where you started, but you can control the direction you choose from this moment forward. As you continue through this audiobook, keep an open mind and commit yourself to learning. The principles that follow will give you practical tools for building wealth, but they become effective only when combined with the mindset that believes lasting financial success is possible through discipline, learning, patience, and consistent action. A wealth-building mindset is not about wishing for a better future. It is about preparing for one, working toward one, and believing that, step by step, you can create it. That mindset is the foundation upon which every lasting fortune is built. Chapter 2, Master Your Money. One of the biggest misconceptions about building wealth is that you need to earn a large income before you can become financially successful. While increasing your income is certainly important, earning more money alone will not make you wealthy. Many people with high salaries still struggle financially because they never learn how to manage the money they already have. The foundation of wealth is not how much you earn, it's how well you manage what you earn. If you can't manage a small amount of money wisely, managing a larger amount will only magnify poor financial habits. That's why mastering your money is one of the most important steps toward financial freedom. The first habit to develop is creating a simple budget. A budget is not meant to restrict your life. Instead, it gives you control over your money instead of allowing your money to control you. Think of a budget as a roadmap. Without one, it's easy to wonder where your paycheck went by the end of the month. Start by writing down your monthly income and all of your regular expenses. Include necessities such as housing, food, transportation, utilities, insurance, and savings. Once you know exactly where your money is going, you can identify areas where you may be spending more than necessary. The next principle is simple but powerful: spend less than you earn. This is one of the oldest and most effective financial principles ever taught. No matter how much money you make, if you consistently spend more than you earn, financial stress will follow. On the other hand, when you regularly spend less than your income, you create the opportunity to save, invest, and build wealth over time. Take an honest look at your spending habits. Small purchases may not seem significant on their own, but over weeks, months, and years, they can add up to thousands of dollars. This doesn't mean you should never enjoy your money. It simply means spending intentionally and making sure your purchases align with your long-term goals rather than short-term impulses. Another important step is eliminating unnecessary expenses. Ask yourself before making a purchase: do I really need this, or do I simply want it? Delaying non-essential purchases can often help you avoid impulse buying and keep more money available for the things that truly matter. As you reduce unnecessary spending, begin building an emergency fund. Life is unpredictable. Cars break down, unexpected medical bills appear, jobs change, and emergencies happen when we least expect them. An emergency fund provides financial stability during difficult times and helps prevent you from relying on debt when unexpected expenses arise. Even if you can only save a small amount each month, consistency matters more than size in the beginning. Saving a little every month builds both your financial security and your confidence. Over time, those savings can grow into a valuable financial cushion. Developing strong saving habits is essential because saving is the bridge between earning and investing. Every dollar you save becomes a tool that can eventually work for you. Instead of viewing savings as money you're losing, think of it as paying your future self first. One helpful strategy is to automate your savings whenever possible. If money is transferred into savings as soon as you get paid, you're less likely to spend it impulsively. By making saving automatic, you remove the need to rely on willpower alone. Mastering your money is not about perfection. There will be months when unexpected expenses arise or when you make financial mistakes. The key is to learn from those experiences and continue improving. Financial success is built through consistent progress, not flawless execution. Remember, every wealthy person had to learn how to manage money at some point. The habits you build today, budgeting wisely, spending less than you earn, avoiding unnecessary expenses, preparing for emergencies, and saving consistently, create the strong financial foundation upon which lasting wealth is built. Now that you've learned how to manage your money effectively, the next step is increasing the amount of money you bring in. In the next chapter, we'll explore practical ways to increase your income and accelerate your journey toward financial freedom. Chapter 3: Increase your income. While managing your money wisely is essential, there is a limit to how much you can save. You can only reduce your expenses so far, but there is virtually no limit to how much you can increase your income. If you want to build wealth faster, you must find ways to earn more while continuing to manage your money responsibly. One of the best investments you can ever make is in yourself. The more valuable your skills become, the more valuable you become in the marketplace. Employers, clients, and customers are willing to pay more for people who can solve problems, create value, and produce results. Think about the skills that are in demand today. Communication, sales, marketing, leadership, coding, graphic design, video editing, copywriting, bookkeeping, project management, and artificial intelligence are just a few examples. Learning a valuable skill doesn't always require a university degree. There are books, online courses, audiobooks, videos, and practical experience that can help you develop skills at a fraction of the cost of formal education. Never stop learning. The most successful people understand that education doesn't end after school. They read regularly, study successful people, attend seminars, listen to educational content, and constantly look for ways to improve. Every new skill you acquire increases your potential to earn more in the future. Another way to increase your income is by seeking better opportunities. If you've developed your skills and consistently perform well, don't be afraid to ask for greater responsibility or negotiate a higher salary. Sometimes the fastest way to increase your income is by moving into a position where your skills are valued more highly. In addition to your primary job, consider starting a side hustle. A side hustle allows you to earn extra income while keeping the security of your full-time work. Many successful businesses began as small projects that people worked on during evenings and weekends. A side hustle could involve freelancing, tutoring, consulting, selling products online, creating digital products, photography, home maintenance services, delivery work, content creation, or many other opportunities. The goal is not necessarily to replace your job immediately but to create an additional stream of income that can grow over time. This leads to another important principle: multiple income streams. Relying on a single source of income can be risky. If that income disappears unexpectedly, your financial situation can become difficult very quickly. Building additional sources of income creates greater financial security and provides more opportunities to invest and build wealth. Over time, your income streams might include your salary, business profits, investments, rental income, dividends, royalties, or income from digital products. You don't need to build all of these at once. Start with one additional income stream and expand gradually as your knowledge and experience grow. As your income increases, avoid the temptation to increase your lifestyle at the same pace. Many people earn more money but remain financially stressed because they immediately spend every extra rand or dollar they earn. Instead, continue living below your means and use the additional income to save, invest, reduce debt, or build assets that generate even more income in the future. Remember that increasing your income is not just about working harder. It's about becoming more valuable. Focus on solving bigger problems, serving more people, improving your skills, and creating greater value. As your value grows, your earning potential often grows with it. There will be challenges along the way. Some opportunities won't work out. Some businesses may fail. Some skills may take longer to master than expected. Don't let temporary setbacks discourage you. Every successful entrepreneur, investor, and professional has faced failures and disappointments. The difference is that they learned from those experiences and kept moving forward. Building wealth from nothing requires both good money management and the ability to increase your earning power. When you combine disciplined financial habits with continuous personal growth, you create a powerful foundation for long-term financial success. Now that you've learned how to increase your income, it's time to discover how to make your money work for you. In the next chapter, we'll explore the power of investing and how long-term investing can help turn today's savings into tomorrow's wealth. Chapter 4: Invest for long-term wealth. Earning money is important. Saving money is essential. But investing is what allows your money to begin working for you. If your goal is to build lasting wealth, there comes a point when your income alone is no longer enough. You need your savings to grow, and investing is one of the most effective ways to achieve that over the long term. One of the greatest financial principles ever discovered is the power of compound growth. Compound growth occurs when your investments earn returns, and those returns begin earning returns of their own. Over time, this creates a snowball effect. What starts as a small investment can grow into something much larger simply because you allowed time to work in your favor. This is why starting early is so valuable. Even small amounts invested consistently can grow significantly over many years. The earlier you begin, the more time compound growth has to work. However, if you're starting later in life, don't be discouraged. The second best time to begin investing is today. Every year you delay is a year your money isn't working for you. Before you invest, it's important to understand that every investment carries some level of risk. No investment can guarantee profits, and markets naturally rise and fall over time. Successful investors understand this and focus on making informed decisions rather than chasing quick riches. A common mistake is trying to get rich overnight. People are often attracted to investments that promise enormous returns in a short period. While those promises may sound exciting, they often involve much higher risk. Building wealth usually comes from patience, consistency, and making sound decisions over many years rather than searching for shortcuts. Another important principle is diversification. Diversification means not relying on a single investment or a single type of asset. By spreading your investments across different assets, industries, or markets, you reduce the impact that any one investment may have on your overall financial future. While diversification cannot eliminate risk, it can help manage it. Long-term investors also understand the importance of staying calm during periods of market uncertainty. Financial markets experience ups and downs, but history has shown that many long-term investments have recovered from periods of decline over time. Emotional decisions driven by fear or excitement often lead to poor investment outcomes. Patience and discipline are valuable qualities for every investor. As your investments begin to grow, continue contributing regularly whenever possible. Consistent investing can often be more effective than trying to predict the perfect time to invest. By making investing a regular habit, you build wealth steadily while avoiding the pressure of trying to time the market perfectly. Another powerful strategy is to reinvest your earnings whenever appropriate. Rather than spending every gain immediately, allowing your returns to remain invested gives compound growth more opportunity to work. Over many years, this simple habit can make a remarkable difference. It's also wise to continue learning about investing throughout your life. Read books, study financial principles, understand different types of investments, and make decisions based on careful research rather than emotion or speculation. Knowledge helps you make more confident financial decisions and avoid many common mistakes. Remember that investing is not about becoming wealthy next month. It's about creating financial security for the years and decades ahead. Every contribution you make today is an investment in your future self. With patience, consistency, and a long-term perspective, your money can become one of your hardest working assets. By combining disciplined saving with wise investing, you move beyond simply earning money and begin building wealth that can continue growing for years to come. Now that you understand how to make your money work for you, the next step is learning what to buy with that money. In the next chapter, we'll explore the difference between assets and liabilities, and why building income-producing assets is one of the keys to lasting financial freedom. Chapter 5, Build Assets, Not Liabilities. One of the most important lessons in personal finance is understanding the difference between assets and liabilities. This simple concept has helped countless people change the way they think about money and has become a cornerstone of long-term wealth building. An asset is something that has value and can help improve your financial position. Some assets can produce income, increase in value over time, or both. A liability, on the other hand, is something that costs you money to own or maintain. While some liabilities are necessary, such as a reasonable mortgage for a home, others can place unnecessary strain on your finances if they are not managed wisely. The key to building wealth is to gradually increase the assets you own while being intentional about the liabilities you take on. Every financial decision should move you closer to owning things that strengthen your financial future rather than weaken it. Many people fall into the habit of spending every pay increase on a more expensive lifestyle. A larger house, a newer car, expensive gadgets, luxury clothing, and frequent impulse purchases may provide temporary satisfaction, but they often leave little money available for investing or building assets. This pattern is sometimes called lifestyle inflation, and it can prevent even high-income earners from becoming truly wealthy. Instead of using additional income only to increase your spending, consider directing a portion of it toward assets that have the potential to grow or generate income over time. This could include investments, a business, rental property, or other productive assets that align with your financial goals and risk tolerance. Another important principle is to avoid unnecessary debt. Debt itself is not always bad, but borrowing money for things that quickly lose value or do not improve your financial future can make it much harder to build wealth. High-interest debt, in particular, can consume income that could otherwise be saved or invested. Before taking on debt, ask yourself whether the purchase is likely to strengthen your financial future or simply provide short-term satisfaction. Learning to delay unnecessary purchases can free up resources that can be invested in assets with long-term potential. As your assets begin to generate income or grow in value, consider reinvesting a portion of your returns. Reinvestment allows your wealth-building process to gain momentum. Instead of spending every profit, you use part of it to acquire additional assets or expand existing opportunities. Over time, this creates a cycle in which your assets help you build even more assets. Financial freedom is rarely achieved through one large financial decision. More often, it is built through hundreds of wise decisions made consistently over many years. Every investment you make, every unnecessary expense you avoid, and every asset you acquire contributes to a stronger financial future. It is also important to remember that wealth is not measured by appearances. Someone may own expensive possessions while carrying significant debt, while another person may live modestly but quietly build a portfolio of valuable assets. True wealth is not about looking rich, it is about creating financial security, freedom, and opportunities for the future. As you continue your journey, make it a habit to regularly evaluate your financial decisions. Ask yourself whether your money is being used to consume today or to create opportunities for tomorrow. The more often you choose to build assets rather than unnecessary liabilities, the stronger your financial foundation will become. Building wealth from nothing is a gradual process. Every asset you acquire is another step toward financial independence. Stay patient, remain disciplined, and continue making decisions that strengthen your future rather than satisfy only the present. Now that you understand the importance of building assets, the next step is learning how creating value through business and entrepreneurship can accelerate your wealth-building journey and open the door to even greater financial opportunities. Chapter 6: Start a business or create value. One of the fastest ways to build wealth is by creating value for other people. The marketplace rewards those who solve problems, meet needs, and improve the lives of others. Whether you start a business, become a freelancer, or create products and services, the principle remains the same: the more value you provide, the greater your earning potential can become. Many people believe they need a large amount of money to start a business, but that's not always true. Some of the world's most successful companies began in garages, spare bedrooms, or around a kitchen table. They started with an idea, a willingness to work hard, and a commitment to serving customers well. While not every business succeeds, many successful entrepreneurs began with limited resources and built their businesses step by step. The first step is identifying a problem that people are willing to pay to solve. Every successful business exists because it provides a solution. It may save people time, help them earn more money, improve their health, provide entertainment, or make life more convenient. Instead of asking, "How can I make money?" ask yourself, "What problem can I solve?" When you focus on helping others, financial opportunities often follow. You don't need to invent something completely new. Many successful businesses improve an existing product or service by making it faster, simpler, more affordable, or more enjoyable. Small improvements can create significant value when they meet the needs of customers. As your business grows, focus on delivering quality and building trust. People are more likely to return and recommend your business when they receive excellent products, reliable service, and honest communication. A good reputation is one of the most valuable assets any business can have, and it often takes years to build but only moments to lose. Another important principle is learning to build systems instead of relying only on your own time. If your income depends entirely on the hours you personally work, there will always be limits to how much you can earn. Businesses that develop efficient systems, processes, or products can often continue generating income even when the owner is not actively working every minute of the day. This doesn't mean success comes easily. Every entrepreneur faces obstacles. There may be slow sales, unexpected expenses, difficult customers, or business ideas that don't work as planned. Failure is a normal part of the learning process. Instead of viewing failure as the end of your journey, treat it as valuable feedback that helps you improve your next attempt. Some of the most successful business owners experienced multiple failures before finding lasting success. What separated them from others was their willingness to learn, adapt, and keep moving forward. Persistence is often more important than perfection. As your business begins generating profits, avoid the temptation to spend everything you earn. Reinvesting part of your profits into better equipment, improved marketing, additional training, or expanding your operations can help your business grow stronger over time. Every wise reinvestment has the potential to create even greater opportunities in the future. Whether you choose to build a business full-time or simply start with a small side venture, remember that every successful enterprise begins with a single step. You don't have to have all the answers before you begin. Start where you are, use the resources you have, continue learning, and improve as you gain experience. Building wealth through business is not just about making money. It's about creating value, serving others, solving meaningful problems, and building something that can continue producing opportunities for years to come. The more people you help, the greater your potential impact, and often, the greater your financial rewards. You've now learned how to develop the right mindset, manage your money, increase your income, invest wisely, build assets, and create value through business. In the final chapter, we'll bring everything together by exploring the one quality that determines whether these principles lead to lasting wealth: consistency. Chapter 7: Stay consistent until wealth becomes inevitable. By now, you've learned 7 powerful principles for building wealth from nothing. You've discovered the importance of developing the right mindset, mastering your money, increasing your income, investing for the long term, building assets instead of liabilities, and creating value through business. But there is one final ingredient that determines whether these principles produce lasting results: consistency. Consistency is what turns knowledge into habits, habits into progress, and progress into wealth. Anyone can save money for a week. Anyone can read one book, invest once, or work hard for a few days. But lasting financial success belongs to those who continue making wise decisions month after month and year after year. The truth is that wealth is rarely built through one extraordinary event. It is usually built through thousands of ordinary decisions made consistently over time. Every time you save instead of overspending, invest instead of delaying, learn a new skill instead of wasting time, or reinvest profits instead of spending them, you move one step closer to financial freedom. There will be moments when progress feels slow. You may wonder whether your efforts are making a difference. During those times, remember that many of the greatest achievements in life happen gradually. Just as a tree grows a little every day without noticeable change, your financial foundation becomes stronger with every wise decision you make. One of the greatest dangers on the journey to wealth is comparing yourself to other people. It is easy to become discouraged when someone else appears to be moving ahead faster. But everyone's financial journey is different. People have different starting points, different opportunities, different responsibilities, and different challenges. Comparing your progress to someone else's can distract you from your own goals. Instead, compare yourself to the person you were yesterday. Are you learning more? Are you saving more? Are you becoming more disciplined? Are you making better financial decisions than you did a year ago? If the answer is yes, then you are moving in the right direction. Another important habit is committing yourself to lifelong learning. The world changes constantly. New technologies emerge, industries evolve, and financial opportunities develop over time. People who continue learning are better equipped to recognize opportunities and adapt to changing circumstances. Read books, listen to educational audiobooks, study successful people, and remain curious throughout your life. Setbacks are also part of every wealth-building journey. You may experience business failures, investment losses, unexpected expenses, or career disappointments. These moments can feel discouraging, but they do not have to define your future. Every setback contains valuable lessons that can make you wiser and more resilient if you choose to learn from the experience. Successful people are not those who never fail. They are the people who refuse to quit. They adjust their plans, improve their skills, and continue moving forward despite challenges. Persistence often separates those who eventually achieve financial freedom from those who give up too soon. It is also important to celebrate your progress along the way. Every debt you pay off, every investment you make, every asset you acquire, and every financial goal you reach deserves recognition. Celebrating milestones helps you stay motivated while reminding you how far you've already come. Always remember that wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. Building lasting financial security takes time, discipline, and patience. There will be no perfect moment to begin, and there will always be reasons to wait. The most important step is to continue moving forward, one decision at a time. As the months become years, those small daily actions begin to compound. Your knowledge grows. Your income increases. Your investments expand. Your assets multiply. Your confidence strengthens. Eventually, the life that once seemed impossible becomes your reality, not because of luck, but because you consistently applied sound financial principles. Building wealth from nothing is not about being perfect. It is about remaining committed to the journey, learning from your mistakes, and refusing to give up. If you stay disciplined, continue improving, and consistently apply the principles you've learned throughout this audiobook, you give yourself the opportunity to create a future of greater financial security, freedom, and opportunity. The journey begins with one decision, continues with consistent action, and is rewarded over time. Stay focused, stay patient, and keep moving forward. Your future self will thank you for the choices you begin making today. Conclusion and ending. Congratulations on reaching the end of How to Build Wealth from Nothing. Throughout this audiobook, we've explored 7 powerful principles that can help you build lasting wealth, regardless of where you're starting today. First, we learned that every financial journey begins with a wealth-building mindset. The way you think influences the choices you make, and those choices shape your future. Next, we discussed the importance of mastering your money by creating a budget, spending less than you earn, eliminating unnecessary expenses, building an emergency fund, and developing consistent saving habits. We then explored how increasing your income can accelerate your financial progress by learning valuable skills, seeking better opportunities, starting a side hustle, and creating multiple streams of income. After that, we discovered why investing for the long term is essential. By understanding compound growth, investing consistently, diversifying wisely, and remaining patient, you allow your money to begin working for you. We also learned the importance of building assets instead of accumulating unnecessary liabilities. Every asset you acquire strengthens your financial future and moves you one step closer to financial freedom. In Chapter 6, we looked at how creating value through business and entrepreneurship can increase both your income and your impact. The more problems you solve for others, the more opportunities you create for yourself. Finally, we learned that consistency is the key that brings all of these principles together. Wealth is not usually created through one extraordinary moment. It is built through ordinary decisions repeated consistently over many years. Now it's your turn. Don't wait for the perfect opportunity, the perfect job, or the perfect amount of money. Start with what you have, where you are, and continue taking small steps forward every day. Every book you read, every skill you develop, every dollar you save, every investment you make, and every wise financial decision brings you closer to the future you want to create. Remember, building wealth is a journey, not a destination. There will be challenges along the way, but if you remain disciplined, continue learning, and stay committed to your goals, you can make remarkable progress over time. Thank you for spending this time with Money Mastery Audiobooks. I truly appreciate you choosing to invest in your financial education. If you found this audiobook valuable, please like this video, subscribe to Money Mastery Audiobooks, share this audiobook with friends and family, and turn on notifications so you never miss future audiobooks on wealth creation, investing, entrepreneurship, financial freedom, and personal growth. Your support helps this channel reach more people who are committed to improving their financial future. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, keep investing in yourself, and remember this. No matter where you start today, consistent action, wise financial decisions, and a commitment to lifelong learning can help you build the future you've always imagined. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next Money Mastery audiobook.